Hey everyone, welcome to Preethi's Kitchen. Today let's bake Japanese cheesecake. This is cotton soft, light, fluffy and the best Japanese cheesecake. This is a tried and tested recipe, a must bake for cheesecake lovers. So let's get started. So first we preheat our oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Also prepare your spring-form pan. I'll just show it to you. I've taken about a 9-inch spring-form pan, which I've lined it at the base and also on the sides. Covered it with the aluminum foil on the side so that the water doesn't go in, since we're going to do a water bath. Now this will go in a pan which is bigger, since we're going to fill up water. So it is necessary to cover your spring-form pan with aluminum foil, a thick foil. So this will keep it aside. I have a pan on my gas stove in which we are going to melt our cream cheese, milk and butter. Make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature, so thaw it beforehand. Leave it outside the ref for at least half an hour. So in goes my cream cheese, butter. Cream cheese is 225 grams. I've taken Philadelphia. You can take any brand, a good brand. Unsalted butter at room temperature, which is about 50 grams. And we will also take 100 ml of full cream milk. We'll combine this till the cheese is completely dissolved and there are no lumps. So do it on a medium to low flame. So the cheese is completely melted, you can see. We'll keep this aside. So next we're going to sift our cake flour and cornstarch. In case you don't have cake flour, very easy to make a cake flour at home. Just take your all-purpose flour, remove a tablespoon of flour from it and add a tablespoon of corn flour instead. So let's sift our corn flour or cornstarch with cake flour. So this is my cake flour, which is about 50 grams, and I'm taking 28 grams of cornstarch. We'll sift this together. It's important to sift so that the air goes in and it's well combined. To this I will add egg yolks, 6 egg yolks which we had separated earlier. Make sure your eggs are always separated when the eggs are cold. It's easier to separate the yolk from the white. And then bring your yolks to a room temperature. To this I will also add lemon juice, which is about half a tablespoon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So let's mix this together. And we'll just whisk it till it becomes a smooth batter and there are no lumps. I'm going to use my electric whisker. So this looks smooth. We'll keep this separately. Let's start with our egg whites. These are the 6 egg whites which have been separated. As I said, separate them cold and leave them for room temperature. They beat better at room temperature. Now we're going to beat them and gradually add sugar and cream of tartar. Cream of tartar is used to stabilize the eggs. So let's start. We are going to beat them till light and foamy and soft peaks are formed. Make sure that you do not overbeat. So rest after beating a few times and gradually keep adding the sugar. The soft peaks are formed already. You can see this is how it is going to look. Do not overbeat at this point. So we mix the cream cheese mixture into the meringue gradually and fold very gently. Gentle fold is important so that we don't lose all the air that we have incorporated. So this is done. Let's pour it into a spring form pan. As you can see, I have put aluminium foil on the sides and also cover it at the base so that the water does not go into the pan while you're baking. A parchment paper is lined at the base and also on the sides. This is important so that the cake comes out easily. And then when you're filling up the water in the pan into this baking pan, make sure that the water is at least half the size of your spring form pan. Pour hot water, not boiling, because otherwise your cake will bake faster. I hope your oven is preheating at 160 degrees Celsius. Let's pour the batter into this pan. So now let's pour the hot water. I'm just going to show it to you. Make sure it is not boiling hot and it covers half the size of your spring form pan. Bake at the bottom shelf of the oven for 1 hour 10 minutes. Just check at 50 minutes about the browning of the top. If you think the top is browning faster, then you make a tent of aluminium foil and put it on the top. Leave the cheesecake to cool down in the oven with the oven door open for about 30 minutes. This will prevent the sudden change of temperature that may cause the cake to shrink to about half to 1 inch after cooling. Let's do the baking. So I've taken the cheesecake out of the oven. I've rested it for about 30 minutes. Make sure after the baking, which is of 1 hour 10 minutes, leave the door open with the cake inside for 30 minutes, then take it out and rest on a wire rack to cool it down completely for another 30 minutes, and then it is ready to be cut into slices. So as you can see, the size of the cake have left the parchment paper. So this has come out very well. It does shrink, so don't be worried. It will shrink a little bit, about ½ inch to 1 inch from the batter that you started with. The top looks nice golden brown. You can see, in case, as I said before, you see the browning happening too quickly, just make a tent of foil, make some holes in the foil and let it bake like that for some time. You can also dust with powdered sugar on the top. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.